Well, hello, my fellow Americans and fellow Christians, and thank you for joining me for another day of the Word of the Lord here in the United States of America. Peace be unto you, and peace be unto the world. My fellow Americans, our obsession with the apocalyptic times and the particular date of December 21st, 2012, as the shift to conventional living is, in my opinion, way over the top. I am a great believer in the coming of Jesus Christ, but as I have mentioned elsewhere, there are far too many events that still have to prophetically come to pass if we are even to have an inkling of the return of Christ, or, as so many of the out-of-touch prophets declare, Armageddon to take place. I do not think I need to point out that December 21st, 2012, and the ensuing upheaval of nature and the world is nothing but pure speculation. It is not only a morbid outlook, but a psychological block in the mind. The list is almost endless of men like Alex Jones, Steve Quayle, Jesse Ventura, Paul McGuire, David Icke, and the like, who have American citizens spinning on conspiracy theories and power control of the world, all to culminate by December 21st, 2012, or thereafter. Perhaps it is needless for me to say, a power shift in our thinking is greatly needed. The above forescribed men feel they have a mission to the masses. Yet let me interpret to you the fact that not only these men, but others as well, and you may well know them, feel they are called to spread their speculatory doctrine far and wide among the population. This speculation does not end with these men, but the Christian church community is just as guilty of bringing to the masses a wide range of supposedly interpretations of biblical context outlining our age as the end of time. Now, I do not suppose I should remind anyone. The good Lord said, "No one knows the day, the time, or the hour of his coming, or the destruction of the world." This word seems to go completely unheeded by the Christian population, and the results from not listening to such an admonition is nothing short of spiritual decline within the church and the individual church member, spreading to the American populace. Just of late, Bill O'Reilly mentioned we need leaders in our country. He said he wrote his Lincoln and Kennedy books to make this point. This may be so, yet it is impossible to lead when nobody wants to follow. I personally believe Americans are to the point of not caring or giving a damn about what others have to say. The general feeling in America is not only is the current administration of President Obama untrustworthy, but so are the members of the Senate and Congress. I think the irreverence of the American public is not only a telling story every day, but everyday living as well proclaims with a loud shout the unjust and unfair principles applied to only the privileged leaves the down and out to fend for themselves, which in reality proves the point. Americans have nothing to fight or live for. The unity, common purpose, and national goals we all should have are replaced today with conspiracy theories, distrust of government, distrust of one another, and doomsday scenarios. I do think Americans need to realize we are being duped by a majority of men and women who have access to the national spotlight. This forum, whether TV, the radio, or the internet, is available to them to spread their doctrine of disdain to the masses. Of course, it is usually under the guise of caring for America and the American public. What has occurred to me is this all boils down to the reason why America is in such a decline politically, economically, and spiritually. I do not think I come even close to casting a doubt that Americans today are living inauthentic lives. Our leaders have become a wasteland of society, laying upon the American populace a set of inescapable laws that bind and wall in personality, hope, change, and personal happiness. The doctrines fed to us today are a killer. I do not think I have to prove this conjecture, and do think most people today, if not all, experience it. I suggest we all realize we do not have to live our lives according to how 6 other people think we should live it. What I mean is that America today is a land full of people not doing the things they truly want to in life. They are not stepping out into untrodden territory. There is no adventure or challenge to go beyond the present thoughts or circumstances. This is because of the rules or supernatural laws pressed upon them as requirements to live by. Of course, naturally, this is imposed upon them by family, society, and clergy, and the result is never that you will realize your own depth. This is the great ogre of our time, which blocks the road of free thinking and the ability to intuitively follow what you really desire and desire to do in life. Right now, America's success is unimpressive. All evidence points to the preachers and philosophers of our day who are adulterated with trivialities, trying to keep the attention and interest of the masses. One remarkable character of the wasteland leaders is they are too eager to prove their points. The social conflicts and convulsions of our day are made from such a proving ground. It seems to me it is time our intellects are opened and we explore beyond the going to the dog society thoughts of today, declaring our independence and personal power. George Washington said in his farewell address, "As a result of our revolution, we have disengaged ourselves from involvement in the chaos of Europe." This was a truth, and it was spoken from the storehouse of ideas of Washington, who knew that the mind is never cut off from the truth, unless it engages in alliances that keep it from truth. So let us keep this in mind today, when we are told the apocalyptic times are upon us, and that it is imminent in our day and age. We are never cut off from the truth unless we engage in alliances that keep us from the truth and how we want to live our lives in happiness, honor, and righteousness. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.